I am now driving in to the parking lot of my apartment. 434. This is the guy here who lives upstairs. The cold door I spoke about. Got his partner leaving this morning. Here is the garage door that I mentioned this morning that wasn't open, that is normally opened. I'm going to hang out here because she's going to pull up in a couple of minutes. This is the young lady that drives the Mustang. I'll post pictures. She's the one that I suspect enters my apartment when I leave. I may have posted some time ago that when I first moved in to this apartment, I purchased new furniture because the furniture in my Arizona home is too large for this small apartment. So I had new furniture that I purchased, came wrapped, still in the wrapper. And I come home from work one day and flop down, and lo and behold, the couch smells like cigarette smoke. I don't smoke. No one had been at my apartment that does smoke. And I then started noticing items disappearing from my apartment. I started videotaping and noticed that whenever I leave work in the morning, regardless to what time, she was coming into the unit. When I was coming home, she was leaving the apartment complex. It didn't dawn on me, but when I first started noticing her, she would hang out at the front where I showed you when I first started pulling in. I guess she didn't have a vehicle. There would be times where I'd come in and let me show you where she would be standing. So what I think happened is she made friends with the guy who lives immediately underneath me, which I do have a suspicion that he has something to do with me being monitored, because before this started with her, he would come out of his apartment and stand underneath me, and I'll videotape it. Stand underneath the staircase as I was leaving for work. I had made comment to a couple of people, my daughter, a couple of friends, hey, I find that kind of odd. This guy is kind of creepy. So just kind of standing up over, that's where she would be standing up over in between those units. I'm going to assume she didn't have a vehicle. But then one day I'm pulling in and she comes and he comes out of this apartment and he calls her over and they start talking. Then all of a sudden she started driving, I think that may be his vehicle, but she would drive his vehicle and park in his garage. So that garage pretty much stays open. But I noticed that she would come in and out when I would leave. This apartment right up here, their monitors also. I'll post a video of the two that are part of their community stalking. But here is the deal, and I say this Facebook because I'm going to post this. If and I do have a plan to leave, double back, and if I catch any fucking body in my shit, I'm going to jail. I will shoot them. Here we go. Remember, he left this morning, so this is him coming in now. So we caught him leaving this morning. This vehicle right here is his roommate, and they live up there in that top unit right there. So let's go ahead on and videotape him. They may have switched out from her to him. I haven't seen her in a while, but my guess is that she'll be coming. Wherever they are, they live near here. I don't think that they actually reside in these units. They live, here is this guy here coming in the white truck. He lives up, and I just pointed to his apartment. So we catch him leaving every now and again. So this is part of their community stalking. I'll stay on because my guess is within a couple of minutes she'll be showing up also. But this goes for him also. If I catch any of them in my shit, I'm going to put a bullet in them. Their white privilege will not work. Bullet knows no colors. I will put a bullet. I work too hard for the little shit that I have to have some little fuckers who think that they have privilege, that they can go in my shit and steal my shit. Yes. So that is just what's going to happen. So he follows up with her. Caught him. Here we go. As I indicated, videotaping. It's just a matter of time. So this happens like clockwork, Facebook. Like clockwork. So this is part of the community stalking. So, like I say, they live near here. And whoever's financing them just happen to finance. That's the one. We'll put a bullet in her ass when I catch her in my shit.